A popular hinterland wedding venue has abruptly closed its doors, leaving couples thousands of dollars out of pocket and their wedding plans in turmoil. The federal court ruled to wind up Tranquil Park Resort after the owners felt as severe tropical cyclone Debbie bears down on the Queensland coast, Cairns has started taking in residents who have been evacuated from their homes. While our region is expected to escape the worst of the damage, we're being warned to brace for some destructive winds. Good afternoon. Coming up on Win News, thousands of competitors and supporters will converge on the coast this weekend for the 20th. Caloundra Events Centre is in dire need of an upgrade, but it's going to cost $6 million. Sunshine Coast Council can only afford $3 million, so it's hosting community consultations to rally support to prove to the federal government why it should pitch in the rest. You can join us for all the details tonight from 6 o'clock on Win News. See you then. Good afternoon. Coming up on Win News, the business community is working together to join us for the details tonight from 6 o'clock. Police have arrested a juvenile over a fire which came dangerously close to homes at Sippy Downs last week. Detectives say he was playing with a lighter. The Dicky Beach woman has turned a family tragedy into something positive and meaningful. She's started her own men's clothing line in memory of her nephew who passed away last year. TAFE Queensland East Coast has developed a new program in live production and services to help budding singers kickstart their careers. An adorable little trooper is recovering at Australia's Zoo after her mum was hit by a train. The joey is one of hundreds of native animals admitted to the hospital during what has become known as the trauma season. Afternoon. Coming up on Win News, a 45-year-old man is in custody for allegedly threatening violence and assaulting police during a 5-hour standoff at Budrum overnight. You can join us for all the details tonight from 6 o'clock. See you then. Good afternoon. Coming up on Win News, detectives are honing in on an arsonist responsible for a series of suspicious fires around the Mount Coolum area and Council's grand plans to refurbish the Caloundra Events Centre. You can join us for all the details on Win Local News at 6 o'clock tonight. See you then. The Sunshine Coast has produced some of our country's most successful elite athletes. Now 2 of our sports scientists have been recognised off the field. The USC professors have been named in a national list of the top 25 influencers in their profession. The countdown is on to New Year's Eve and the biggest party will be at Mooloolaba. Police will be out in force with more than 45,000 partygoers expected to pack the strip. Australia Day celebrations are set to sizzle with the coast's first barbecue festival at Mooloolaba Wharf. 14 teams will battle it out to cook up the best barbecued meats. After breaking visitation records in 2016, this year is off to a sensational start for Sunshine Coast tourism operators. Despite the wet weather, business is bountiful and there's another cruise ship on the horizon. Good afternoon. Coming up on Win News, a police officer has been struck down by a car after a break and enter at Karoi. Good afternoon. Coming up on Win News, a 23-year-old man charged with unlawful wounding after an alleged stabbing at Mooloolaba. Authorities and the coast is in for a massive weekend of sport with a Trans-Tasman doubleheader in NRL and Super Netball. Join us for all the details tonight from 6 o'clock. See you then.